Man Utd are desperate to create a more cohesive environment at Old Trafford. Prospective Manchester United investor Sir Jim Ratcliffe will reportedly oversee a ruthless regime that will terminate the contracts of anyone who threatens a positive culture at Old Trafford. Ratcliffe, who is set to own 25% of the club, has taken note of how Arsenal have brutally discarded high-profile stars to create an excellent environment. Ratcliffe is waiting to have his £1.4 billion bid for a quarter of United to be signed off by the United board. The petrochemicals magnate, whose offer is being made through his company Ineos, is planning to take over the sporting department of the stricken Premier League club. The 71-year-old will step into a club that has lost its way over the last decade. In a bold early move, Ratcliffe will immediately begin work on improving the culture at the Carrington Training Complex and at Old Trafford. He has reportedly been impressed by the way Arsenal have turned around their working environment under head coach Mikel Arteta and sporting director Edu. Over the last few years, the Gunners have terminated the contracts of high-profile stars such as Mesut Ozil, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Nicolas Pepe. According to Sky Sports, Ratcliffe plans to do the same in a bid to create a more positive atmosphere around United. Ratcliffe will reportedly cast aside anyone he feels could potentially undermine his efforts to turn United into a European superpower again. The report claims that discussions over the potential of cancelling Jadon Sancho's United deal have already taken place. The Old Trafford hierarchy will try to find a buyer for the outcast, who remains banished by Ten Hag and is unlikely to be reintegrated into the first-team setup. Sancho reportedly has interest from Serie A, the Bundesliga and the Turkish Super League. However, the 23-year-old winger's wage demands are supposedly proving to be an obstacle. United also want to recoup as much of the £73 million they spent on Sancho in 2021 as possible. If an exit in January does not materialize, Ratcliffe's culture-focused hierarchy will consider terminating the England international's contract to aid a move elsewhere. There will also be greater thought placed into which players are handed contract extensions. United have previously been criticized for handing out lucrative new deals to players who have not necessarily justified fresh terms. Ineos will only award fresh contracts if they make football sense. Ratcliffe supposedly believes that placing more thought into players' contracts will help them to sell better. Receiving better fees for players will maximize United's ability to spend more during transfer windows.